Right, so this is it. Here we are, the start of a new series, and this is going to be really interesting. This fine gentleman here and my good self are going to be trekking all around the country and hopefully Europe, fishing waters just like this one, trying to catch a few fish, aren't we?
This one's a bit spirited and all.
That's the big mirror you were talking about. That is an absolute donkey.
And that is a result.
It's going to be a column.
Oh, it's a hippo. Look at that. Absolute beauty. Thank you very much.
Well, let's have a recap then. We are, what time is it?
It's nearly 1:30.
Nearly 1:30, so it's gone a bit quiet. We had a few fish show earlier on. You managed to snaffle that one.
Yes, mate, yeah, which was cool. Obviously, if you're going to get one, it might as well be that one, isn't you? They've started showing, they went quiet for about an hour, Rob. And where these geese are now, slightly to my right, I saw one about 20 minutes ago and I put another bag on it. That's all I've done since that fish, to be fair, because it's gone quiet.
It has gone quiet. There's been nothing at all showed up there. I chucked one up the margins on the left-hand side in the shallows, hoping that something might show there. Nothing's gone on the bait, and I've just been randoming, slinging the others out all over the shop. Nothing's happened. Now, while I've been sat here, I've actually seen a little bit of movement down there, so I'm going to leapfrog you, because I think what's happened is that the fish were down there. That's where I picked them up from last night. Okay. Obviously, just towards the right-hand side, straight in front of you. You've had one. There's some people moved in over there. It looked like they were moving up, but I think they've gone back the other way. I think they're down there now.
Okay.
So I'm going to hop round you.
Yep.
Although it's just started raining.
Well, happy hopping is all I'm going to. But it is typical day ticket. You know, a lot of my work is day ticket. Midday till about 2, 3 o'clock. They generally go a bit quiet, not always, but generally go a bit quiet with the shows. Yeah. And then come sort of 3 o'clock-ish again, you'll start seeing heads popping out. So it is.
There's one.
There's one, and I'm on that. That's the right-hand rod. So, yeah, I'm on that, mate.
I reckon that little bit of disturbance of you coming in pushed them that way, and I think they're settling now and starting to come back up again, but I'm going to go that way.
But, what do you think?
Well, I was going to say that is a fantastic set of shades you've got on there. I think they suit you.
I found them. Up in your bivvy.
They just make you look incredibly handsome.
Oh my God, of course, yeah. It's absolutely pouring down out there now. Look at that. Oh, we're nice in here.
No.
Wow.
I'm not moving yet.
Get on it. You've got to move.
Ooh, yuck.
Get yourself moved, mate. As soon as this rain stops, I'll make you right, all seriousness. Bounce the other side of me and sling some bags about, mate.
Right. I am a little bit happier now. I think a new lease of life coming here will do me the world of good. Just give me a little bit more enthusiasm, because it was looking like it was a bit stagnant up there, and I've seen fish down here now. So I've got 2 down with me straight away. Ideally, I'd like to see another fish now. I've seen a couple move. Ian's fishing sort of there, and I reckon that's where I was catching, and I think they've just pushed down this way. So I've got exactly the same rigs. I've even got exactly the same baits. I'm not going to put new baits on. I'm just going to leave these for the time being. I'm just going to randomly sling them out. I don't think they've got to be too far. I'm thinking there might be fish a bit further down that way, but I'm going to pop one about there. Feel it down. There's a good bit of depth there, and it's soft. It is quite deep. So that's one, and then the other one is going to go a little bit further over towards that corner there. That's a good 20 minutes that I've been watching the water now and nothing's happened. I was expecting a show, but just not seen anything. And it's interesting actually, because through the course of the day we've seen nothing for long periods of time, and then for a very short period of time you'll see 3 or 4 sort of in the same place, then they'll stop and then there'll be more. And when you watch this back, it might look like we're seeing shows all the time everywhere, but actually we're just not. There are just the odd 1 or 2 that show for a short period, and it's important to watch the water, because if you don't, then 15 minutes looking down either at Facebook or watching a film or something like that, you could miss it. The other thing that I've picked up is what everyone else is doing. Ian's just started doing some spotting. 2 guys on the point over there, one of them is spotting quite a lot out now. 2 guys in the pig pen, they've done nothing, and the 2 guys down on the side over there, they've put a lot of bait in and they're now chilled and not doing a lot as well. So there's a reasonable amount of bait gone in so far, but we're not seeing too much activity. In fact, there's only been 1 bite through the course of the day, and that was that fish that Ian caught earlier. So it might be that they're just night feeders. In the daytime, they might just be on these flies. But I've had enough of waiting now, me being impatient, so I'm going to chuck these 2 out. We'll start with the Zig. 3 foot, black and red. Nothing extravagant, no spot over the top of it. The reason I'm using black is obviously trying to match the hatch a little bit. The reason I'm using red is it does stand out very well underwater. I was tempted to use white, but I'm just going to bang that out there, stop it. That went in okay, and that has gone down on soft, which is good when you're zig fishing, because when it's on soft, obviously that's the sort of place that a fly might hatch from. So that one's there, and then the other one is going to go on the flavoured smelly bait back over towards the margins. Well, the old zig's just rattled off. How good's that? They were here, they were obviously here. The old zig, mate. Something had to happen. It just had to happen. There were too many fish here for it not to, and it's very easy just to sit there thinking, oh, it's a nice day, blah, blah, blah. But if you're seeing fish like that and they're in the area, you know what? You should be catching them. Oh, I don't like playing them on zigs. It's going to be a common.
No.
It's always a common.
Confidence.
Get on a common. Oh. And he's in. Get in there. Zig, done the business.
Get on it.
Happy days. Right, there we go. Get on the zig rig. And that was, what, 5 minutes to change rig maximum. 20 minutes to watch, to be fair, and that was the longest time that I spent. And then this was in the water for about 10-15 minutes before it rattled off. So, bit of a change of scenery, bit of a change of tactic. Half an hour later, game on.
Yep. Yep. Yeah. Tell me when. Right, I'll tell you what's happened in the last hour. For me, nothing. Ha! No, I spawned an area ready for this evening, and then Rob, although I tried a zig early this morning, it wasn't happening, but it's been a hatch all day. These gulls have been going mental, and fair play to Rob, he was the first one to jump straight back on a zig, and I've been seeing a few here about 90 yards out, so I put a 4-foot zig on, a little bit of foam to hold it up to stop it tangling, and this has been in the water no more than about 3 or 4 minutes. And although we haven't got him in yet, I don't like long range zigging, but we've got a bite. So, again, it's just going along the lines of, we've tried so hard today to get these fish going. We should have had more, but the gist of it is, don't stop trying. There's always a bite to be had. You just got to work out how to do it and where it's coming from. And this one, as you're seeing, is a long, long way out in that windy lake. I did just mention that you were first to be fair, to try the zig. We've tried so many different things today, Rob. We should have had more fish. But I've jumped on the back on the zig thing, thrown this real long because a couple of fish kept showing, and it's not been out there 2 to 3 minutes. And it's just saying it's worth just keep
Just got to keep going. But look at all of the bites that we've had today. There's been 3 bites today in these 2 pegs.
Yeah.
There hasn't been any bites anywhere else. But the bites have come from a change when we've actually been trying to get a bite.
You're right. When you're working at it, this is going to be that massive fully scaled.
If it's fully scaled, I'm going to knock it off of the net, and then I'm going to bump you in the water on the way.
That'd be lovely. I could do the wash. That'd be.
It's happening. Trust me, if it is. If it's, in fact,
Trust me, if it is, you're going in.
in fact, if it's a mirror, then
Oh dear.
you've had it.
Well, I can't pretend it. Promise, or should I say, it's not going to be a mirror.
Oh, is it the fully scaled? Oh,
It was. Now it's a lever. Oh, it's a hippo. Look at that. Also, we have had just about every weather front you could possibly have today, haven't we?
well, if you think about it, we've tried every weather front, we've tried every tactic, we've tried every distance, we've tried 3 different swims.
But it's keeping at it is the guys, isn't it? Really. Be a mirror, please. Be a mirror. Please be a mirror.
It's a common.
It's a mirror. What I might need, me old mucker.
That is really weird. It is I just,
Brilliant.
for some reason, I can't catch a mirror out of here. I just keep catching commons. And you've had 2 mirrors.
Well, we ain't got him in yet, and it's like you, it's a bit, playing them on the zigs is a bit tiny little hooks, isn't it? Come, baby.
Well, I've got about an hour left, so I'm having a rechuck, and my next one's going to be a mirror.
Go long, Rob. It's only that this one has only been out there a couple of minutes, mate, that's all. I tried to untangle the zig that I'd used this morning, which would have been incredibly lazy. Now I've got a bite on it, I'm ever so pleased I didn't. I tried a fresh one, like.
Oh, you'd be twitching, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, I'm twitching anyway.
If you got the reconditioned one on.
No, I've got the brand new one on, not the recon.
It's like having a remold on the car and doing 95.
Yeah, then you realise.
Oh, look at that, it's ready now. Come on then. This is where the long landing net handle comes in handy.
Where we need a 10-yard landing net pole, we'd have had him in then. A 10-yarder.
Joking aside, guys, you'll notice that this landing net handle is a bit longer than the average one.
Brilliant.
They are really good for this sort of thing, particularly if you're on your own.
Oh, that's a lovely big boil there, sir. He's picked up another lead at all there, look.
Daddy, come on. And he's in. Well done.
Right, the fish, much to Rob's annoyance, is a lovely mirror, safely in the net in the margins. I've popped the hook out. As you can see, I just want to get the zig back out there pronto, because there might be another one before we even do the weighing and the photos. So let's have this back out there, and then we'll have a look at our fish. That's better. There's testament to keep trying. All afternoon we felt we should have had more fish. Thank you. 16-pound mirror. I think it's annoyed Rob that it's a mirror and not a common. But all joking aside, there's been a big hatch this afternoon. Rob was the first one to put a zig out. I followed him in an hour later with a 4-footer, chucked it long, 16-pound mirror. So today we've had 3 fish. There's been 3 bites today, and it's not being big-headed, it's factual. We've worked so hard today for these fish. We should have had more. 3 bites on the whole lake, and we've had all 3 of them. Keep working at it, and surely it'll happen. Lovely. That was particularly lovely. Well, Rob, as the day draws to an end, you are doing a flit, aren't you?
Sadly I am. I'm going to tell you why. Firstly, my 24 hours is up.
No,
no, it's not that.
No, I had an itch.
I'm actually patron of a charity called Second Chance. Listen out for it. And it's our charity bash tomorrow, and I've got to be home to go into London ready for that. So that's why I'm flitting early. So, Second Chance charity.
I never
Carry on. You don't need to. You don't need
I
to.
never said a word, did I? But there you go.
It has been absolutely brilliant. You know, I came last night, had a few through the course of the night. It was, I think, more productive. So I reckon you're going to be in for a good shout tonight.
Yeah. It has been of a night of late, the bulk of the bites anyway. So
Yes.
I'll stay till tomorrow lunchtime, mate, because I can. So, but we've done all right. There's been 3 bites today, and we've had the 3. You know.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Let's have a little look at lessons learned. Firstly, location has been a massive part of it. You know, you've got to be on them. People say location is everything. I completely disagree with that. I think it's a major part of it, but if you don't fish for them well, you're never going to catch them anyway.
No, that's fair
and you've got to
enough.
make the effort. And look at the 3 bites that we had. They all came actually after a little bit of effort.
Yep.
Didn't they? It wasn't a case of being on them and then sitting there and waiting for them. We might have caught one, we could have bored one out, but I think that effort has made the difference.
Well, certainly.
Oh, that's me.
How is that even happening?
That's because I've got my tutor in there because my rods are still out, just in case. Just in case.
Oh, he was going to go home.
There we are. So I will be in a minute.
The fish, the ones we've had have been after an extra shove of effort, but we have tried really hard today.
Yes.
I think the amount of fish in the area, they've been a little bit tricky. We should have had more. But
maybe so, but let's just. I'm going to go back and analyse again because as England manager, my job is to pattern spot, and let's spot the key pattern. How long was it after your recast before you caught that first one? When you changed and put the oil on the bag?
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
How long was it after I chucked the zig out and caught that fish? I'm going to say 10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And how long after you chucked the zig out did you catch a fish?
2 to 3 minutes.
2 to 3 minutes. So 3
Yeah.
fish have come very quickly after recasts. So people that sit there, chuck out, sit back and go, you know what, over to you. Big mistake. We've actually forced those bites.
Neither of us do that. Neither of us have ever done that.
No, I know, but we're trying to help people at home.
No, that's what I'm saying though. The way we angle, that's natural to us anyway. So dig in deep.
Do you want to get the last word in here?
No, not at all.
Yes. That was below the belt then.
No, it would have been.
Dig in deep and keep trying because actually if you analyse it, it's pretty easy to see that certain things keep repeating.
Yeah.
And the key one is get on a fish and the other one is make the effort.
Yeah.
Without any shadow of doubt. So from me, I'm going to say goodbye now because I'm going to go and reel those rods in and get out the gate as quickly as possible or I'm going to get locked in and you are going to be stuck with me and I don't want to reset back up again.
And I will be here, so I'll say good night and see you in the morning.
Toodaloo. Hope you've enjoyed it. From me, out. From him, more to come. Bye.
Next time. Well, look at that for a wake-up call. Total contrast to Rob's night. He had 3 fish the night before. We thought we'd go a bit mad last night, but no, the wind was howling. It was very, very cold. And no bites, not in the dark hours anyway. This whistled off at first light. And look at that one. No need to weigh this. Absolute stunner. And this is what Willow Park is becoming famous for. I think probably after stocker like this, you're never going to moan at catching them like that. He's a chunky little fish. An absolute stunner. Right, I haven't spoke about rigs yet. Now for this trip, and most of my trips to be fair, keep them dead simple. It's not rocket science. A nice size 6 medium curve from Carp Spirit. I've yet to find a sharper hook straight from the packet, I absolutely promise you. 23 pound Carp Spirit Optimex fluorocarbon boom. For me, it's been, I'm going to say indestructible, but one of you might prove me wrong there, but it is, for me, it's changed my fishing, this little bit of kit here. Absolutely fantastic. Now for this trip at Willow, you've seen what I'm doing. Little bag of pellet, hook it on, and give it a real good dousing. I just love this stuff. Spod mix, bag mixes, or coat pellets and boilies. I coat almost everything in it, everything bait-wise that is. Get that one. Yeah, tiger nut oil, and you've seen what can happen. We've had a good few fish between us using just what we've got here. Keep it simple, go and catch yourself some carp. What a fish to end the first episode of this series with. Myself and Rob, we've had a good bit of banter, done some tips, caught some amazing fish. Willow Park, thank you very, very much. Terry Donaldson, the manager, one of my favourite people actually. Thank you very, very much for looking after us. And if you want to catch a few like this and many, many more, get yourself down to Willow Park. Okay, we've enjoyed doing it. Thoroughly enjoyed doing it with Rob. And I hope you enjoy watching it as much as we've enjoyed filming it. Thank you very much. Absolute beauty. Thank you very much. And here is what a wonderful fish. And here's to next time. Thank you.